Hello Flosstube, this is Kate Madamice and welcome back to my Flosstube channel. On this channel I talk about cross stitch. If you're ready to listen to some cross stitch, then you're in the right place. Today is Saturday, January 11th, and I'm filming this in the afternoon. It is a rainy day here in Charleston, South Carolina, but it's a warm day, which is really good for January, so I am not complaining. Plus I love the rain, so I think it's a beautiful day, even though I hear some complaints about it around. I want to talk about some whips today, some haul. I got some gifts. I want to talk about plans. I've been super enjoying all the planning videos that are out there right now. It is so fun to hear everyone's plans. And then I have a little bit of a shop update. So if you are into the shop, then you can stick around at the end. Otherwise, I'll let you go. I'll let you know when I'm done talking about cross stitching and starting to talk about the shop. So let's get started. I am going to go through my whips first. And I think the first one that I'm going to show you is I'm going to call it a restart. It's not really a new start, and I didn't finish anything. It's a restart. So this is Beauty and the Beast, Falling in Love. It's a Disney Dreams collection. This is what it will look like in the end. Well, this is the painting. And then this is where I am. If you remember, I was starting the smaller I had the smaller cropped version of this piece, and then I was lucky enough to have a friend who was willing to sell me this big chart, so I restarted it, and this is where I am. I just have the top corner done. I got some really good progress on it when I was home for the holidays, actually, which I wasn't sure how much I'd be able to stitch while I was there, but this visit was more relaxed and less scheduled than I usually have when I go home, which is great because I got some good time to hang around the house, hang out with my family. I got some good quality time in, so I really had a good visit this time. Moving on. The next one is a new start. I started Dragonfly Pillow by Tiny Modernist, and if you remember, I gave this away to a viewer, and Amelia O got this from me for my 1-year Flosstube anniversary, so I just wanted to start it and stitch it, and I'm thinking about Flosstube and how grateful I am for all of you and this community the whole time that I'm stitching it. So it's a sweet little piece, and this is where I got on it. That's just the tip of the wing and then one of those little flowers in the corner. I was supposed to start it on January 1st. That's what I said in the last video. That didn't happen because I don't know if you can see this right here. That is Lego Hogwarts. I have an amazing husband, and he got me that for Christmas. And last year he got me, if you see up here, is the Platform 9 3/4 and Hogwarts Express. So he got me that one last year, and I decided to put it together on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day last year. And so I decided I was going to do the same thing this year with the Hogwarts Castle. It's significantly bigger. It took me a few days to get it put together, which that was a few days of me being pretty obsessive because I just do have an obsessive kind of personality. So it's pretty much all I did for a few days was work on this castle, and I had so much fun, and I love it, and it is so cute. I put a bunch of stories on Instagram. If you aren't following me on Instagram, I have my username below. But I put a bunch of stories of the process of building it and some of the cuter details that I thought And so if you want to go to my profile, I have a highlights reel of the Lego Hogwarts if you're interested in seeing, you know, the process and some of the smaller detail pictures. Sorry, I diverted from cross stitch there for a second. Bring it back in. Next up is Mother's Tree by Lavendar and Lace. And I gotta get it. I just put it in this pillowcase when it's on the scroll rod. So just a second. Here is where I am on it. My small covering is probably getting too small for this one. Almost. So you can kind of see here, that didn't work very well. Whatever, you guys can see it. So you can see I've made quite a bit of progress from last time that I've showed this, but this tree is endless. It is completely endless. I don't think I will ever finish it. I was hoping to be able to get the tree done by the end of this month, but the more I work on it, the more I realize that might not happen. I just can't wait to start stitching the names, you know? The tree is cool and, you know, you need it in the top. It's an integral part of the design, but I'm ready for it to be done. I will fix that later. Okay. Next up is Halloween Rules by Lizzie Kate. And I'm doing this in the 12 Months of Halloween style that is hosted by Katelyn of A Stitch for Mom. And I will link her below. And let's see. This is where I am on this piece. I have finished the first 2 rules. So the style is you stitch 1 rule per month, and it started in November of last year, so that by October of this year you should be finishing your last rule. So I finally caught up, and I got the topper first and second rule, so that was November and December, so this is January's rule, so I need to work on that and finish it up this month to stay on track. I changed the colors for it just a little bit, not as much as I did for Halloween rules. I just kind of brightened up the colors on it, and I chose, this is Weeks Dye Works Trick or Treat as this border going all the way around, and I love that floss. I think it just looks so cool with that. It's charted just for black. So anyways, there's that piece. And moving on, I worked on A Spooky Night to All by the Primitive Hare. This was a piece that I got at the Sassy Jack's Halloween Stitching Retreat with the Primitive Hare this year. Well, last year in October. It's an exclusive for that retreat. I don't know if Sassy Jack's has more or not, but that's what it'll look like. And I am here. I've been stitching on a lot of black for it because the challenges and Enchanted Stitching challenges and School of Magical Stitches and literature, there have been there's a couple this week that have to do with stitching in the color black. There was one last week that had to do with stitching in the color black, and this piece has a lot of black in it, so I've been stitching on it for those challenges. Not as much as I should. I haven't even finished one of the challenges for this week, so let's see if I can get that done by tomorrow night. We'll see. Okay, and that is all my whips. Yes, it is. Next up is haul. So I only have one really piece of haul to share with you, and that is the Hands Across the Sea Jane Marshall 1857, and I'll put a picture of it over here. If you follow Hands Across the Sea on Instagram, this is a sampler that they are selling for 10 euros, and all the proceeds of it go to two rural fire service, RFS, in Australia. So there, a couple of the people from Hands Across the Sea have personal connections or are a part of the RFS units that the proceeds of this chart are going to go help. There's about a million different cross stitch patterns and needle minders and pins and all sorts of things that are out there that you can purchase to help out. Proceeds go to various organizations in Australia, but this is one that I just thought was really special, and I really liked that pattern, and so I decided to buy that one. They've made quite a bit of money. Nicola keeps posting updates on their Instagram, and it's fun to see how the numbers have gone up. It's really spectacular, and the stitching community is just so good at coming together for charity. I'm always amazed. Bendy Stitchy always does all the charity auctions every single week, and people always donate so much through that. And Stitching and Sequins, Mckenna, she does charity auctions quite often. It's just, I'm always amazed by how much we can pull together and give. Anyway, so if you're interested, head over to Hands Across the Sea and purchase that chart. And then next up, I have some gifts. So I got some Christmas gifts that are kind of stitching related. Actually, definitely stitching related. And the first one is this pair of scissors. This came from my mother-in-law, and they were her mother's sewing scissors. Grandma Marnie passed away 2 years ago. 3 years ago, I think. Oh man, now I feel bad. She passed away a few years ago, and my mother-in-law was going through her sewing box, just a few of her items, I think, and one of them was her sewing box, and she had these scissors in there, and they are the type of scissors I love. If you look, I don't know if you can tell, but it's curved here, and my favorite pair of scissors is like that, is curved like that, and it allows you to get flush to your fabric without needing to try to get your scissors flush with the fabric, so you can get really close little cuts done with it. And so those are really special, and I'm really happy she thought of me when she found those. Next up is this little brooch that is on a necklace, and that is petite point in there. And this is from Miss Ursula. She gave me this. She said she bought it, I think in the 80s, she said, and she can't wear it anymore. And so she wanted me to have it, and I love it. I wore it on Christmas Eve this year. I need to find more excuses to wear it. I've worn it around the house just a couple times just because I wanted to. And then another gift from Miss Ursula, she got me a subscription to Just Cross Stitch, so I got my first one in the mail. And there's a few really cute things in here. I'm pretty excited about having this. I think, let me see if I can find it. One of them that really struck me that I thought was just so cute. Oh, come on now. Where are you? Alright, it's called Tasty Winter Treats. And it's by Anna Pavliuk. You can see right there. But isn't that so cute? Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it so much. I hope I didn't just flash the chart there. I also really like this one. Warm Winter Wishes with that cute little llama. He's so sweet. Nancy Greenberg of Pickle Barrel Designs. That's a fun name. I think those are the two that really stuck out to me. This is a full coverage. It's beautiful, but it's full coverage, and I don't know if I'd be up for that. Ooh, sorry, I just adjusted my camera there. I don't know if I'd be up for that for this piece, but it's really pretty. Okay. And then I went and visited, sorry, I was trying to remember what else I had in this category. The other day I went over to visit Miss Ursula, actually yesterday, and she just gave me some charts that she didn't want, some little kits and things. So I just thought I'd share them with you really quick. I think they came with magazines. But I thought these balloons were really cute. There's this little Christmas tree ornament. And it has the flosses. I think that button is in there. And some Ada to stitch it on. And then this little similar cone Santa. And I think he's adorable. I would probably, because it's me and I like blue Christmas stuff, I would probably switch. These presents are blue on the back, so I would probably take those blues and make him a blue Santa and make the presents red. Because why not? I just like blue Christmases. This little scissor holder kit. And those are some of my favorite colors in there. And it's just super cute. And then she just stitched this one, so she decided to pass the chart on to me. Since we have our little Stella, super cute, called Let's Bark by Ursula Michael. And I was hemming and hawing about whether or not I wanted this one, but I figured it's better to have it and not stitch it than to not have it and wish you did, right? Why not just raise the haul levels and the stash levels? Why not, right? And that is all I have for gifts. So then I was going to talk to you for a little bit about plans. Rough plans for 2020, because we all know how plans go. So I briefly mentioned that I am doing Enchanted Stitches or Enchanted Stitching challenges on Facebook, and then School of Magical Stitches and Literature. And both of those groups are Disney themed. School of Magical Stitches and Literature last year was Harry Potter. This year is Disney theme. And I love Disney, so all the Disney challenge groups, yes. Then so just in general, before Mania this year, I only have one thing that I would like to start and finish before Stitch Mania. And the rest of the time I want to work on the whips that I already have. And that's because my rules for myself are that I cannot have more than 15 whips at a given time. And so the time that I use to fill in those whips slots is Stitch Mania. So I would like to have as many open spots by Stitch Mania as possible, so I can start as many things as I want during Stitch Mania. I have a list that is like 20 projects long of things that I want to start. So I need to finish some stuff so I can start it. So my only thing that I'm planning on working on before Stitch Mania is, or starting before Stitch Mania, is to start a birth sampler for some friends of ours who are having their first baby. I think they're due in April. My plan is to hopefully start it in February and get it done in February. It's a stretch goal, but maybe it'll bleed over to March. So they are using colors that are maroon and rusty orange and some beige for their nursery, which is pretty gender neutral. And so my husband asked Tommy, if you're listening, because I know sometimes you watch these, why don't you just skip ahead like a minute, because I don't want to give you any spoilers. Make it 2 minutes, because I don't want to give you any spoilers. Okay? You gone? Sweet. So we asked Tommy what the nursery theme was, and he said, I think there's some llamas. I think we have something with some llamas. And then I asked his wife, Sid, and I asked her what the theme was, and she was the one who said, well, we're going with the maroons and rusty oranges and stuff. So I found this. I'll put a picture of it up here. I found this birth sampler on Etsy. It's a shop called, I thought I wrote it down. Yep, Happiness Tea. And it's got that llama on it. And I'm going to change the colors to the maroons and orange and beige. And I'm going to adjust the chart a little bit because I just don't think I have enough time to stitch that whole thing. I need to kind of slim it down just a little bit. Or else I'll never get it done. And I want to get it done for them because it's a very special time. That's what the only start is that I was going to do. I just decided today that that's the one that I'm going to do. I've been hemming and hawing about what chart to do for this birth sampler for like 4 months at this point. And I was talking to Ursula about it, and she sent me home with this binder and giant stack of all things like baby birth samplery stuff. And some of that was really great. There's one in particular. I'm going to show you this one because this one is so cute. I just don't have the time for it. The baby would be 5 years old by the time I would get it done. But this one is just so sweet, isn't it? I just love that. It's called Welcome Little One, designed by Doreen Jones. And it's just such a cute little baby sampler. So I thought about that one for a while too, but like I said, it's just too big. I would never finish it in a reasonable amount of time. Man, I'm having some focus problems today. So that's that. I'm going to do the llama. I'm going to change it up a little bit. The other reason I was hemming and hawing about the llama was because I thought that one might take me a little bit too long too, but I think I've thought of a way to kind of slim it down. It'll still be super cute and super special. Then the other big thing that I have for this year, just general goal, is I want to get Mother's Tree completed in time to take it home for Christmas this year so that I can give it to my grandma. While I was home this year and visiting with my grandma, I just realized that I just really need to get a move on that and get it to her. I want her to be able to enjoy it, and I also just really want to get it done. It's a beautiful piece, and it's going to be gorgeous and really meaningful, and I just want to get it done. So in order to do that, I have set goals. The first one is to get the tree done this month. I don't know if that's going to happen. But then every month after this month, if I get 2 names stitched into it, which hopefully the names will go faster. If I get 2 names stitched in per month, then I should be able to get it done in time to get it framed and home for Christmas. Another challenge, if you want to call it, that I am participating in is WIPGO. There's a Facebook group called WIPGO 2020. If you don't know what it is, it's essentially you set up a bingo board for yourself with each block as a goal that you set. And every month, Jessie Marie from Jessie Marie Does Stuff, she draws a couple of the blocks, and those, you can kind of treat it how you want it. You can make those your focus for the month or whatever, really whatever you want. And then once you finish the goals, you can block them off, and when you get a bingo, you can get yourself, set yourself some kind of reward for getting bingos. So I've been thinking about what to use for the rewards. There's a couple charts that I want that I think I'm going to set. I will get it if I get a bingo on my WIPGO board. I'll put my WIPGO board right here so you can just see what it is if you're curious. And it's a really loose challenge. There's not really a ton of rules for it. There's not like prizes. It's, prizes for yourself really. So if you want a little bit of a challenge to give you some focus this year, but not, feel pressure to get points for a team or something like that, it's a really good group for you to try out. And then I am going to be doing the 24 hours of cross stitch marathons still this year. I just love doing those. And so there's one coming up in January. Let's see. This is my planner my grandma got me for Christmas. January 24th. The weekend of January 24th is which is a Friday. That's the next marathon challenge, and I'm going to be doing the stay up for 24 hours thing again. I haven't decided if I'm going to do a vlog this time. If you have an opinion about whether you like to see the vlogs or not, you can put it down below. I'm hopefully going to use that time to finish the tree for Mother's Tree because I would really like to get that part done this month. So if you want to see the vlog, just let me know below. I might do it even if no one says they want to watch it, but we'll see how it goes. I haven't decided. And that is the end of cross stitch. So if you are not interested in my shop, then you can step out now. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me and for watching. I really appreciate all of you. And I love Flosstube. I love the community. I love watching it. I love making these videos and sharing with you. So thank you so much for stopping by and chatting with me, and I will see you next time. Okay, so if you're still here, you want to listen to shop business. And this is the big news. Today, I got this giant stack of fabric to make some new product for the shop, some new project bags. I have not been doing very good about making new products. I haven't made anything since October. And really that's because I just got super busy in November with traveling. And December, just time between holidays, I was sick. And so I'm raring to go. I'm ready to keep making more project bags and grime guards. So also I've been doing really well this month. I've had a lot of people purchase project bags this month and I'm running out of inventory, guys. So I got to restock. I'm super excited about these fabrics. I really love some of them and I hope you guys love them too. So here's the first bag that I'm planning on making. I'm probably going to make some grime guards out of this. It's just this super sweet floral print. It's actually a line that is Red Riding Hood themed, but there's no Red Riding Hood in this one. But it's got these sweet acorns and mushrooms and flowers. And I just love this color. And then this is for the lining. Just a sweet little matching print. And I've ordered charms and things for the zipper pulls, but I just haven't gotten any of that in yet. Next up is this. Let me unfold it a little bit. I've got this fabric. It is Peter Pan themed. And this month in Enchanted Stitching, Peter Pan is the movie, but that's not why I got this. I love Peter Pan. My favorite Disney movie is definitely Beauty and the Beast, but my second favorite is for sure Peter Pan. It was my favorite when I was little. And I just thought this was so cute. I love Captain Hook up here. We've got Smee and the Jolly Roger and the clock and the crocodile. It's so sweet. And then the lining for this one is this green Jolly Roger fabric. Next up, I hesitate to show you this one. So I saw this fabric and I thought it was really interesting and I wanted to try and experiment with it. So I'll just show you. If you see, it's kind of like a panel, but it's like this on both sides. And I thought it would be really neat to make a project bag out of this with, you know, the kids. Let's see if we can get Peter in there. Yeah. So with the kids flying towards the star up here and with the skyline down there, I thought it would be fun to try to make a project bag where you could kind of see all of that. But I think it's a little bit too tall. So they're either going to be really tall project bags. It's either going to be really tall project bags or maybe I'll have to cut off the skyline. But I just got some of this fabric to experiment with it. I don't have a lining for it yet or anything. I just wanted to see if that would work. So I might make a couple of those sometime. Next up, I got 2 Harry Potter fabrics and I haven't quite decided what I'm doing with them yet, but I think I got this Marauders map fabric. It's beautiful. Super fun. I think that I'm going to get some maroon, just like basic kind of maroon fabric to use as lining on this one. And then I got this Harry Potter fabric. I just thought it was super cool. It's got all the houses on it. And I don't think that this would be a good outside of a project bag. Let me know if you think that this would be a good main fabric for a project bag. It seems kind of more like a lining to me, but I would need to find outside to put on the bag. But I mean, if you think that if you would like a project bag with this as the outside of the bag, let me know because I mean, I can make those too. I just haven't decided yet. And last up, I'm super excited about this one. It is this Disney fabric. And it is like old posters of Disney movies and stuff. So there's 101 Dalmatians, Alice in Wonderland, Dumbo, Jungle Book, Peter Pan, Sleeping Beauty, Bambi. Kind of scroll over to the other side. Snow White. Oh, I just thought that this fabric is so neat. Pinocchio, Lady and the Tramp. I just love this fabric. I think it's so cool. So I'll be making a few project bags out of that. And I think the lining I'm going to use for it is this red and white stripe. It was super fun. It kind of reminds me of Dumbo, really. The red and white stripe because it's like the circus. With the posters, whatever. But yeah, so those are my plans for the shop. And we'll see how much fabric I have left of... We'll see how much fabric I have left after I make the project bags. See if I get some grime guards made out of some of them. I don't know how much extra I'm going to have and stuff. So some of them might have grime guards that match. Some of them might not. We'll see. And I think that's all I have for you today. So if you have stuck through and listened to my shop stuff, thank you so much. I have my business Instagram. I have a separate Instagram for Designs by Madamice than I do for just my regular cross stitch updates, and so I have that, both of them linked below, as well as the Etsy shop if you're interested in seeing what I have. And I think that's all. So I hope you all have a great weekend. We're going to a hockey game tonight. I'm pretty excited about that. It's a game where you can bring your dog, so we're going to see how Stella does. And yeah, that's about it. So thank you so much. I can't wait to see you guys again. Bye.